The Sports Scouting Report with Lee Burkeen. Brought to you by
Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Harvey Auto in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you have trusted for years. Here's your host, Lee Burkeen.
Hi, everyone. Lee Burkeen with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. We're at Harvey Toyota in Bossier City. We've got Evangel Christian. It's the only school where we have 4 recruits because their senior class is super special. We could have invited 9 or 10. We couldn't film all 10 or 12 or 13 or whatever it's going to be. But we've got the offensive coordinator. Denny could not be here because he's overcoming COVID. Yep. And stepping in is the offensive coordinator, Kramer Hagan, who's from Sacramento, California. And we're going to talk the offense. We're going to talk Evangel football. We're going to talk about the kids that are here today. And it's a special group. I was able to watch this group when they were sophomores against Dutchtown High School. And I was really fired up knowing that, hey, all these guys are going to get bigger, and talking to Denny and talking to Josh Booty and all the parents. And here we are for their senior year, and we're going to get a chance to meet all these kids in a few minutes. We'll be right back with Coach Kramer Hagan, the offense coordinator at Evangel Christian.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back, Lee Burkeen, the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Go on our website. This year we're not printing a magazine. I think the kids like that and the parents because they don't have to go buy a magazine, Coach, and they can just type it up, lafootballmagazine.com, and look at the Evangel Christian team preview. Hopefully I didn't leave anybody out, but actually when Denny was overcoming COVID or dealing with COVID, Kramer, you helped me, Coach.
Yeah.
I interviewed you. And you were in California doing it. You were in California doing it. You were with family, and I heard kids, and I said, can you do this interview? I think it was like 8 at night.
Yeah, it was fun. It was.
Me and you got to talk a lot.
Crazy in the background.
And I think parents appreciate that because I didn't want to just write when the season ended. I want to get an update from Coach. And prayers to Denny, by the way.
Yep.
Full recovery.
He's on the mend, so.
He's had it 2 or 3 times, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that's what he told me. So he's for some reason it attacks him more than most people. So
Denny Duran, the head coach, founder of Evangel. Kramer Hagan's with us from Sacramento, California. Coach, tell everybody how you ended up in Shreveport. You told me, but how did you get to Shreveport from Sacramento?
You never. That was probably one of the least places I expected to end up with my family, but I was in a transition period in my coaching career, and I got a call from Coach Denny out of nowhere, and he was a friend of my dad. They're both in the pastoral community all over the country, and they knew each other. And he called me and he point blank said, I need an offensive coordinator, and I want you to come do it. And you don't say no to Denny Duran, and it's a great opportunity. I've been following Evangel football my entire life, and even when I was a player as a young boy, and all their the great quarterbacks that came. I was a quarterback myself, so followed Brock Berlin, John David Booty, Josh Booty as well,
Brent Rawls,
Philip Dietz as well, and so I had great respect and admiration for Evangel and what they've been able to build for so many years. So when that offer came, it was pretty much a no-brainer. My wife and I, we jumped at the chance, and it was a big leap of faith. But we answered the call, and we're just so happy to be in Shreveport. We love it here.
Being from California, and I've had a chance to go up there and watch Sacramento Grant High School.
Grant High School, yeah.
Modern Day.
Modern Day Southern California.
Southern California.
Yeah, but there.
Matt Leinart and all their great quarterbacks, and then you see the Todd Marinovich going way back, and then you look at Long Beach Poly and all the great programs there. What's the difference between California football, Coach, and what you've seen with Louisiana football?
There's a huge difference, and it's no disrespect or anything to what I experienced in California. There's some magnificent football programs in California. But it's really top heavy in California, so the bigger programs are really the ones that dominate. And Louisiana, it's every school, every team you're going to face has athletes everywhere, and they have great football players, great coaching, and it's a way of life here. It's not necessarily a way of life in California. It's a way of life in Louisiana, and I love that about here, and I felt that from day one. And they breed them different here. We're a lot. These boys are a lot bigger in Louisiana.
It's in the soul
yeah,
here.
It must be the food here.
It's in the food, the soul, the
food.
culture. We're going to take a break. Come back with Coach Hagan, the office coordinator, Evangel Christian High School. We'll be right back.
What does a bug man do?
Not only do we do pest control, we do odor control, bat removal, moisture control, rodents, and of course, bed bug control. Give the bug man a call. We get them before they get you.
Welcome back. Lee Burkeen, your host of Sports Scouting Report podcast. Again, go to our website, lafootballmagazine.com, and get the preview on Evangel Christian football. If you're seeing this in another part of the state, you're not from Shreveport or Bossier City or Natchitoches, go check it out. And we got our coach here from Evangel Christian, Kramer Hagan, the offensive coordinator. We're talking about California and Louisiana football. Later in the show, we've got some really good kids to come on, some great young men. It seems like every one of them's been playing like 8 or 9 years. They started from the beginning. And again, the kids that we couldn't invite, we have them in our preview, and it's a great special group. Talk about the group, Coach, of the kids, not so much in name, but since you've been in at Shreveport and at Evangel, what do you think of this group? I mean, it seems like a very special group of kids.
Special is the perfect word for it, and I have great respect for them because of what they put themselves through as young men. Going as most of these guys started as freshmen on this team when Coach Danny took back over, and they've been through the ringer of sorts. They went through a lot of long Friday nights where they would lose pretty big, and they would get beat up, and they'd be sore for the next couple weeks after games and stuff like that. So every single year they've gotten better, and it's really all going to culminate this year, we believe, and we have extremely high expectations for this team, and I'm just so excited for them because they've earned it. And they've done the work for 4 years now, and they have earned what's coming for them.
And I was telling people last year, because I saw them the year before, and I'm like, guys, Evangel has some talent, and I said, don't write this program off because y'all were like a play away from beating E.D. White in the playoffs last year, and very close last year. These guys were still young.
Heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, but came a long way though, and this is, like I said, I want to let the state know that Evangel is back, I believe, with this special group that's coming back. You're the OC. The staff has Josh Alexander, former player. Talk about your O-line coach that you said is a coaching legend from Texas.
Coach
like
Danny
he's a walk-in
Palmer,
encyclopedia.
Yeah, Coach Danny Palmer. He's when I got here last year, came basically a week before camp started, and he was one of the first guys I sat down with, and he's been an immense positive resource for me as an offense coordinator. He's been at the highest levels of high school football and coached junior college football as well. Coached at Houston, so he's very, very well known in the Texas football community. Has coached some prolific offenses, so to have him as a resource for myself, it's invaluable. And he's turned our offensive line into they're going to be a great unit this year, and they're going to blow people off the line every single play, and it's going to be impressive to watch.
I think you were telling me this. All 5 starting offensive linemen run under 5 flat.
Yeah, 5'2", 5'2" and below. Yeah.
And all of them are over 250.
Yeah, Coach Danny told me this is the fastest offensive line we've ever had, and it shows on the field for sure.
Coach, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to have the kids come on, and we can't put all 4 of them out here at one time, whatever two. I think we'll start with the brothers.
Okay.
Fulgham brothers, and the quarterback receiver duo, one of the best in the state, in the country.
The best.
And their dad has played a little ball at one time, Josh Booty. But I want to be able to have them come out, and then we've got Jacob Carpenter and Gabriel, who's a heck of a defensive end. I'm not calling him a D tackle, a defensive end. He's very athletic. And Jacob Carpenter's been starting since his freshman year on the O-line, and I think he's a heck of a center. That somebody's going to get a steal, right, Coach, before we end?
Absolutely. He's the best lineman in the state, in my opinion, humbly, in my opinion. And so people are going to see that this year for sure.
And the records are going to be broken this year between your receiver that's going to come out in a minute. Fulgham has a chance to beat Trey Quinn's record at Barb and the national record.
Yep. That's our goal. So he's got a real good shot to do it. He's that good.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Kramer. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lieber King with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. We're at Harvey Toyota in Bossier City, Louisiana. Appreciate them allowing us to use their facilities, and we brought our backdrop. We got a little baseball in here, a little football, a little baseball here, a little basketball. What you think, Gabriel? You playing in these other sports besides football?
I run track, but other than that, nah, you won't catch me.
In those other ones?
Nah.
What about you, Jacob?
Just football. I tried to do the shot put in track, but
That's what I was going to ask you. Y'all don't want to do the shot put?
I mean,
I ran a little bit, but I had stopped running. I let Parker get the spot or whatever.
Do y'all have a little chip on your shoulder in a good way that no one's talking about you? Like Evangel, like, oh, it's, is that, do y'all have a little extra motivation to go, like, we've been playing together for 4 years, 3 years. Is it that tight of a group? I know it seems like it is, right, Jacob?
oh yes, sir. I mean, from our freshman year, this group, sophomore year, all those winters and hard off seasons that we put through in the summers, everybody got closer, and we just try to block out all those things that anybody ever says, like Evangel's not this anymore or anything, we just keep everything at Broad Acres.
Motivation.
Yeah.
And also win for Denny,
Yes, sir. Definitely.
who's been through a lot and started the school way back.
Yes, sir.
What's he mean to you? Gave you a second chance.
Yes, sir. President, he's been a great guy to me, a great mentor to me, honestly. He didn't taught me a lot of things. He told me my freshman year, I didn't even really know him. I didn't even know he was the transfer to school or anything. He was like, man, I see you as a Power 5 guy. And I just took that. I was like, okay. I didn't even know what Power 5 was, if I'm being honest.
Right.
But he told me, he said, yeah, man, I think you're a Power 5 guy, man. Just keep working. And after that, I mean, I just, kept my head down, kept working. Me getting that type of attention as a freshman was big for me as well. So that was definitely motivation for me to keep going.
Name some linemen so we don't leave all your linemen out. Some of your D linemen you want to talk about.
Chris Jenkins. We got Ashton Dawson, which is a
Good player
big
coming
time
on.
guy, yeah, no doubt. We also have Caleb Duncan. Caleb Duncan has been playing since the 8th grader. He's been starting since the 8th grader, which is big. He started both ways. Did he or did he not?
Yeah, at one time.
Yeah, in 8th grade. So he's a big time player as well, really slept on. Him and Jacob were the two people who really took me under their wing.
Okay.
When I first got moved to D-line, they pretty much taught me everything I know. I already had speed and everything, footwork, but they taught me, the basics of it all. So yeah, I'm thankful for those two.
Jacob, your O-line mates, y'all got a good crew.
Yeah, we got our left tackle, Tristan Santoro. He's dominant. Christian Spate, just going to be his first year. He's only a sophomore. He's a big old boy,
Yeah.
300 pounds. He's got quick feet. And then our guards, Donnie Shavers, toughest guy, one of the toughest guys I know, and Caleb Diggs and Matt Jarrett. They roll in there, and they're real fast. Ethan Paredes rolls in there. He's going to be a senior. So.
It's amazing. 3 years ago, y'all didn't have enough to even have a line almost.
Yeah.
Now y'all can rotate some people,
We can get some
right?
guys in.
Now y'all get some rest
Yes, sir.
because y'all didn't leave the game.
I enjoyed it though.
You enjoyed the extra
Yeah,
reps?
I enjoyed playing. Yeah, it got me a lot of film.
Before we go, who do you enjoy playing the most locally?
Locally, I'll say probably Huntington. Huntington, I play them. I feel different.
You know a lot of them guys.
Not even
No,
that. It's
no.
because that sophomore year we lost. I just had a chip on my shoulder.
Okay. What about you, Jacob?
North DeSoto for me, they got Dennis Dunn over there.
Yeah,
He's the
okay.
coach at Evangel. They run their offenses. They're probably the team to beat right now.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I love to go against some good guys over there. Their fundamentals are good, and I love going against them.
Gabriel, good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Jacob, good luck to you. And enjoy the recruiting, right?
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it. Enjoyed it. A lot of time left. Appreciate the guys being on. Thanks to Evangel. Again, get well, Denny, from COVID. And appreciate these kids being on and promoting them this year. We'll see you on the next show.
Thanks for listening to the Sports Scouting Report podcast with Lieber King.